Hello students, we are going to record the video for the Unity uh, for motion capture. Earlier I explained about your character made in Autodesk Character Creator. You can export your your model as a FBX generic. Then you can map inside the motion in the Unity. Before that, I would like to remind what we have done, because earlier in motion capture in Vicon we had to, before capture we have to calibrate the space and then calibrate the actor, and then we have the make the ROM, and then we made the calibrated ROM, and then we identified the character, the ROM as a character. Then we capture the data, clean the data, export to the motion builder, as well as stream to the motion builder, and we have real-time the retargeted the motion data to the motion builder character to check the motion on a real-time character. And then we study the motion builder, and motion builder we learn about the how to clean the data, how to retarget the motion to the character, and then how to blend the motion, and how to regenerate the motion, and we use the blending motion. And sometimes when we blend the motion, we have to match the hip, we have to map the upper body, map the lower body, or map the hand. And then we learn about the keyframing for the body parts, like a finger or maybe props. And also we explain about the story mode. Inside the story mode we can learn about how to merge the motion and then export to the control rig. Just bake the motion into the control rig, then the bake control rig we can use as a motion input again. And then we learn about the lighting, and then we learn about the shot list, a shot track. Inside the shot track we learn about a camera track, and then learn how to make the storytelling inside as a pre-visualization. And then finally I was teaching you guys how to use the motion data in Unity. But it's pretty simple if we use the Autodesk Character Creator, because Autodesk Character Creator already have the well-defined character. Inside has avatar, and the imported motion data we just need to define as a humanoid character. That time I explaining about the humanoid here. Normally generic type, we can change them to the humanoid and apply. And then later we use the character, and then use the character's avatar and source we are going to give from the motion capture data. Actually this one is pretty simple, easy, but the issue is in the Unity or game, it is not just one motion file. This is okay for just one motion file map into the character, but our target is we have the multiple set of character, and also maybe the motion, each character has a unique performance, jumping, running. Actually it's a kind of like motion library. Then each character should set up with those all motion, and then inside the motion graph we can blend all motions, and then we can control them in a state machine through the motion animation controller. Therefore just teaching this one I think is not enough. That's why I would like to teach the how can you use your character creator, and how can you use your the character made out of the Blender, Maya, 3D Studio Max, different kind of softwares you can use to make the your character or control rig together. Then how can we use the set of motion data. Therefore not always use the character like this. I want to explain about how can you make your character as a prefab. Prefab means a character has the animation control, and character has a rigid body, and also character has the capsule collider, and also other control scripts. All together we call as a prefab. Every character has a prefab, then this character can animate inside the Unity. Therefore, this huge task need to explain more detail. Otherwise, we just use the one character download from here and then map the one motion file. I don't think so. It will be useful for game or interactive applications. Okay, let's see how can we try to learn one by one. And you can download the file I have give in a group. Okay. Let's see how can we start the our application, and then first we can start from the Unity. Okay, maybe, and we can make a new project. Empty project you can make. Think you can see, and now you can see this is a simple application. I think we can make it like this. Let's go back to this one. Okay, we can use the file in here. This is our the zip file I have already uploaded into the Google Drive. You can use them. I can just use all of these 6 folders and then drop into the assets. It's loading. Now you can see that maybe there's one issue. Sometimes it may not record files when we are outside of this recording area. Okay, anyway, now you can find inside FBX. This is the controller here, and I mean the character FBX character, but it doesn't have any texture in here because this type of export FBX files sometimes given by the artist or maybe another company, outsourcing company. Then animator, the Unity animator need to double check about the texture file. But in what we learn, our another application we learn in the Autodesk character creator or those type of files is pretty simply can make, because wait a moment, where is it? I need to find the window. Wait. region. Recording. And you can see that now this one, when we were using Autodesk, it's embedded texture, then no big issue. And this one, when we are using this one, we can see that a material sometimes break the link. Then you need to double check your material and then drag and drop into the appropriate material link. Like here has the hair and the head material and the tier material. After put this one, all you can apply. It has done, and then you can see that a character already having the materials. Then we need to go to our character. This is the Alan Rick. We can drop into the scene here. You can find the character, okay, and here we can make it. Maybe I can go front. It's just a view like this, okay. And then we need to make the character controller, okay. Character controller, we call it as I explained inside the PPT slide, and here you have the Alan controller. You need to make it name this one, okay. I think I can use do, okay. I can just have this bit lazy, okay. This one, create empty game object. This one you need to type as a this one you can make it Alan, just a same name, just make a controller, okay. And then you can see that this one don't put under here, because this is the character rig is going to be a child of the Alan animation controller, this game object, okay. Empty game object. What we did it here, we made the empty object, okay. And this one, if you put it like this, you can find this is just a controller, and this one is our character. This one we be going to be a child of this, you can see. But this one typically having the animator, but we don't need it. We should have to go to here and then remove the component, because later we are going to add the animator into here, because if we this correct, I mean the rig have the original animator here, then it will bring a problem. And then now you can see that here the Alan controller, we can add the animator controller here. And the animation controller we had, and the avatar later we can map later, okay. Yeah, we can map later, it's okay. And then we need to add the other things. For example, in here I explain about the animator add, and then we can make a rigid body. And this one we have to add the rigid body. Why do we need a rigid body? Because we need to have a gravity, that's why. And then the mass, and then it's also having the gravity. And second one, we need to make the capsule collider normally like this, okay. We need to change this capsule collider, and then you can see this one. And then before that you can go to the front view, and this one you can use the controlling this one. You can go to the capsule collider, select this one. You can see editor, you can make it, you can just make it surrounding, because later this character is going to collide with the physics objects, and no need to too close like this. You can just keep a bit space and then place into the right location. Then if you can see that each direction a little bit, okay, you can find. And then we can understand that this is the collider. It should have the physics material, and inside the folder I have given the 0 friction. You can drop into here. Okay, before this one drop, you can switch off this one. Okay, editor, because normally editor here. Then you can drop this 0 physics object in here, friction, not a physics, friction object. Now you have to see that the task is animator set rigid body to the gravity and capsule collider for the collisions with the physical material. And then there are two type of the script that has made by the programmers. One is a third person user control, and other one is a third person character script. Then we have to add them as a component, and then here script here. Then you can go to the script folder, and then you can find that the third person character, and you can find here. Then jump need to 6 and set the distance, ground checking distance, like a 0.3, and then the third person user control also. Oops, we can go to here, and then this one user control to drop here. Now you can understand this character right now. This Allen controller having the animator, rigid body, capsule collider, third person character control, third person user control. These all components together, if we have, then this character we call prefab character. Then inside the asset we can make the create the new folder. That one we call the prefabs. Is not only one character, probably there are many characters. Then all these characters having the controller, and then drop into the prefab folder. Therefore now you can see that prefab character like this. This is the main task. Then but when we were working with this file, we don't concern about a prefab board. We just get it and then use it. And but Unity, when you're working, you will have a set of characters, and then set of the motion libraries. Then these motion file you need to use for as a inputs for the character for controlling them later in the motion blending. For example, here like a blend type, we can use a Cartesian 2D form, and also another like airborne, and together make a motion trees to control these characters motion. Therefore what we learned last week, just avatar and motion file just connecting each other, and it's just a motion imported into the character. But for the proper learning in the animation inside the Unity, we have to set up these all things. Now you can understand prefab is already done, and then later we need to import the files. But before that, the animation files, before import the animation files, you can maybe you can get those data from the animator who made the hand key, or maybe someone who already captured the motion data. Maybe some problem. Oh, okay, is it still recording? I'm just a little bit curious because this third time I'm recording the video. And because the keyboard the tracing is very important. Okay, and now you can understand the prefab character is already prefab, and then it's okay. And then later you can use the bottom, maybe the ground, import the game object, maybe like a cube. Okay, and now I'm going to show up another Unity application here. Actually this is the same thing, same application I have, because this is a prefab. Difference is I just have the cube inside. This one is here. We go to the scene. This is a cube, and this is a game mode. You can see that if I play this a prefab character, because earlier after making this one, we can, after the go to the maybe this is scene in here. Okay, scene view, and then this is the scene inside, but we don't have the bottom. Okay, then you can import the cube. Okay, you can stand, because you have already done the Unity. I don't want to explain that much. And then now you can understand the character already here. This is that character, and then we need to import the motion inside to here. And this part you can download another zip file I have uploaded into the same folder. In the yesterday I gave, wait a moment, I need to find that file. Wait, because this problem is this recorder auto stop if I move out. I need to search it. Oh, here. Okay, this one. Oops. Okay. Need to be careful. Otherwise it's auto down. Terrible. Okay. This is the file. This is the motion files I gave you. We can drag and drop into the asset. Okay, before do that, we have to go to the, just check in the player mode. He will drop into the flow because it has a gravity. Okay, get out from the player mode, and then you can find your character inside. But inside you just need to learn about something. If you double click this one, you can find in here, normally in the rig type is having the generic type, and then generic type we have to change into the humanoid, like the last week, 2 weeks ago I was explaining motion, before map the motion data into the Unity character. That character was made out of the Autodesk character creator. Now today we are going to use this the generic type to the change to the humanoid. And then here I can use the humanoid, and then this important thing is here, create avatar definition, create from this same model. Okay, and then you can see that apply it. Okay, then it's already applied. Then this is a humanoid. Then our task is motion data, maybe keyframe motion data or motion capture motion data. We have to import this one. Also we have to change into the humanoid. That's the same thing I explained last week, and the same thing I can work when I the next lesson, real-time discussion time, I can do it again and show you. And this file I can drop into the asset. Then it will load this the files and ask him. This is a 7 motion files, FBX file. This motion files, like for example last time we did in a motion builder, is a combination of the few clips or maybe one clip, like the tiny motion libraries or piece of motion you can the import all the FBX. Probably this is the motions you clean inside the motion builder and bake into the rig, okay, or maybe keyframe animation. It's both okay. Then import inside. Now you can see that animation inside. You have these all you also need to change into the humanoid, and you can find that the humanoid character, if you change it, but you can see that a copy from other avatar, then you can change into the humanoid, and then you can find the copy from other avatar, but this one is none. And then you can go back to the FBX character, you can find this one, and then this is the Ellen Rig avatar. You can drag and drop into here, and then you can apply them. Then all of these motion files with this one, but there's a error will come, copy from other avatar. It's okay. And then this one, apply again. Okay, error found while importing rig into the animation file. Open the import message found below of the details. Okay, we can check it later. And maybe now you can see that when I create this one, is with the beta moment, it will come the now you can see that already they are follow the character. This one humanoid, this one we can copy, we can redefine, create from this model, apply it. Probably this definition will go okay, no problem. Now is okay. Okay, now you can see that this all is done. Maybe it's having some texture issue. Okay, now this part already we made. This one I mean our character control also we made as a this one also humanoid, and all of those motion file also humanoid. We have to little bit make it animation later. Maybe wait. Now you can see the burning input, import animation file, import message. Okay, below this is rotation eraser defined, because for example run forward, you can play it. Sorry, this one all. Now you can see that turning is also there, and then this one, okay, walking forward. there's one thing you need to think about. The sometimes when it's depend on the Unity version. Sometimes like root the transform rotation, some of the files may be just like a body orientation, for example like this. In case if the body orientation was there and it's actually is moving to other side, it's not just moving to the direct, you have to double check all of these files whether they are in original animation. Otherwise it's go to the other side. Then you can use this one and then go to the here original, and then the based on this one, and then you have to apply it. Okay, then when it is in the original form, that means he is going in a running on a line, I mean the one direction, it doesn't change. So therefore every file you have to check that the root transform orientation. For example, maybe like idle, you better to make this one bake into pose, and then you can make original, and then make into here, make the apply. Okay, and every file you can go to check that the root transform orientation, this one you can change to the original. Okay, and then go to the apply. If you see that, okay, jump take off, sorry, this one is normally like this, and then this one I think original is already original, and maybe this one also original, no problem, root transform. In case the different, you can change. Sometimes it has issues. Okay, and now you can see that this animation is already successfully connected, because every character, I mean a prefab character with these motions, I mean the motion given, then we can control these motions by motion graph. Maybe we can go to the here. Later we are going to make the different motion character animation controller. Then later animation control, next video I'm going to teach the how to set up the different types, like the ground and also jumping, and then make the animate them smoothly. Because as I explained in this last time I explained, Autodesk character creator, just one file. That's in the Unity has a motion library. This motion library having the maybe jump, maybe having some issue. No, it's okay, right? This one we can change it in airborne later. Okay, now you can see that first task what we did, character, simply character, yes, at the Unity application. Because if I go to the escape for this one, starting from here, and then first we import the FBX shaders, physics material, and the script shaders textures into this. And then what did we do? That we just used this file, and then we check the materials map. Then we use this file, we use the empty game object, and then we rename it as a controller. And then inside the controller, this should be the rig should be a child, and then this should not have any animation, and then under here we should have to add the animator, okay, last component, and then rigid body, and for the gravity, and then capsule collider, replace the capsule collider surrounding the body using the edit collider, and then we use the third person third person character script to change the jumping power, and also ground check distance according to what I propose in this 4 basic parameters. And the next task is we have to define some boolean parameters for the character animation. This one we will do later. Okay, wait a moment. I will give this one. Oops.